train coming, just like a Ferris wheel. They get old, they get old.
Dear idiot, we're coming to get you.
Who the hell did he say that he's looking for? And I ain't going out there, he ain't talking about me. Anybody ask me, you ain't seen me. I was down in the county, on my head was a bounty. Try to make bail today. And the cops pulled me over on a moving violation. Guess I better try to call Joe Ray. He'll get you out.
Trenell Bullock. He's out of Gwinnett County. He used to be a police officer, from what I'm told. Evidently, he was depressed. He was at home. They came to check on him, so he was charged with violation of Georgia's Controlled Substance Act, possession of methamphetamine. So we bonded him out on a $5,700 bond. It's just weird to me. Yeah. So, you know, he had come in and changed co-signers for whatever reason. He didn't want the co-signer that he had on there. Maybe they were directed to come off or something. I don't know.
Now you said ex-police officer. Is that like Gwinnett?
Yes, you actually worked for Gwinnett. Yes. And when they went to check on him, they found drugs in his home. So I guess you have to arrest him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like with anybody else. I mean, so they sold drugs laid around, so he was taken in for possession. I'm sure that's why his bond was not that much, because he probably was the cop. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows? But this is what he looks like.
This case file is wanted out of Gwinnett County Joe Ray bail bonds on a Trenell Bullock. His charges are violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, aka drugs. Mr. Bullock is a ex-deputy sheriff at the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Department, out on bond with Joe Ray bail bonds, and we were out to pick him up because Mr. Bullock failed to appear in court. We had to track Mr. Bullock down. We got word that Mr. Bullock was in Alabama at the time. So we decided to take a road trip to apprehend Mr. Bullock in Birmingham, Alabama.
I don't know when he got to quit working for the police department. So he failed to appear on the 14th, which was just what, a few days ago, 5 days ago. So we received this yesterday.
We're down here in the great state of Alabama, heading to Birmingham, Alabama, to his location, supposedly his location. We're gonna get down here. We're gonna do like a ride-by, check the place out. Then we're gonna notify Alabama.
Right.
In this situation right here, being he's an ex-police officer, we do want to encourage them to come out when we do approach the house.
Okay.
Because this guy right here, he knows his rights. He knows what he can and what he can't do. And police officers are very, very touchy.
Yeah.
And you know they tend to frown upon our profession.
Yeah.
Where you going, boy? He'll get you out.
Gus?
Huh?
Is this Gus?
Who's speaking?
This is James.
Who?
James?
Yeah, James who?
James from Joe Ray bail bonds, sir.
From where?
From Joe Ray bail bonds.
Well, fine. Did I
Yes.
call you?
No, sir, I was calling you.
I'm watching the game now. What do you want to talk about?
I will talk to you about your son.
I'm my son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, we're trying to figure.
Could you call me back? How long is it going to take? I'm watching the game. Sergio Flames.
You don't have to, you're not worried about your son's freedom. You're more worried about the football game than your son going back to jail.
Well, sir, I mean this is important. I mean, I'm calling about.
Go ahead and talk then.
I'm trying to figure out where is your son living, because we're having issues as far as getting him a court
Well,
date.
he's not living here.
Okay, do you know where he lives?
I think it's in Alabama.
Okay, what part of Alabama, and who is he living with?
Birmingham.
Okay, who is he living with, sir?
I don't know who he's living with. He's not living here, I'll tell you that now.
Is he living with his mom, a girlfriend, or friend?
He probably could be living with his mom or some girl, one of the two. Probably his mom, probably. I mean, why we live with his girlfriend, you know what I mean? You know. Probably his mom is over there.
His mom's. Do he have other family member out there?
Where?
In Alabama, sir.
Oh, he got his mother's family.
Okay. All right.
He got his mother's family. Yeah. Got a lot of relatives over there.
Okay. All right. But you don't know exactly where.
No, I don't know exactly where. No, but I know his mother over there, and I know he got family. I mean, she got family over there.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it, sir. Enjoy the rest of your game.
Yeah, I helped you, as much as I could, but Birmingham.
I had to put James stickies here. Kay learned her cute little notes. Oh, please be home, dude. That was this house here.
The one with the red car in it? Right here. Right there. And the tractor trailer.
4417. There are cars in the back. I can't see. Wonder if we could see if
Go
we
around
know
that street over there.
Yeah. Actually, it's a driveway.
It's an alley.
Can we go up there?
Yeah, you can go all the way
Yeah,
through
let's
it.
go up there and see what we can see.
Hi, this is James with Joe Ray Bell Bonds.
Huh. All right, come again.
This is James with Joe Ray Bell Bonds.
What house? I'm sorry.
Tyler, are you trying to get in?
Is this Sarah Bullock?
Yes, this is Sarah Bullock.
Yes, ma'am. My name is James. I represent Joe Ray Bell Bonds.
Oh, okay.
What
happened?
Nothing. Well, I got a couple questions because we noticed that you guys are changing co-signers. And
Oh, we are.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know.
You
I
did.
didn't know that. But
That's
good.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
What we need to do is just verify some stuff. And go through the motions and stuff. And we have to do this once in a while. So, where are you currently staying?
I live where I live at 8.
Okay, and where would Mr. Blaylock be located?
Who knows? Last I heard, he's in Birmingham.
Last time I heard, you were the co-signer, which means you owe me $5,700 if I can't locate him.
Last you heard, he's in Birmingham?
Yes. Well, I think his mother. He was living with his mother.
Okay, so I'm trying to just make sure we're on the same page here.
Yes.
Now we have a PO box for him, and the courts are not going to accept the PO box.
Okay. Well, let's see. And he tried to make that change. Is that correct? Or because I wanted to make the change, but I was told I could save money, so I did it. So does he need to come in or something? So
No.
I need to call him?
No. I mean, I can give him a call and talk to him. The number that Mr. Bullock had on the bond was a different number than what the cosigner had gave us to try to reach out to Mr. Bullock. She said he changed his phone number. She said, right?
Yeah, but she said that was the one you gave. She said was the one it was the new number.
Okay.
So look on the old page.
The old page has the same phone number. So
You know what? Call her back and see if
because that makes no sense to me.
say we're not getting maybe you have a new number, then we don't have the right one because this is not the same number.
After hours of riding around the neighborhood or passing by the location where Mr. Bullock was supposedly located, we decided to call it quits and head back to Atlanta and work on other case files, but still keeping an open ear and an open line of communication for any word on Mr. Bullock's location.
Cops pull me over on a moving violation. Guess I better try to call Joe Ray. He'll get you.
I received a phone call from Mrs. Bullock, which would be his mother, advising me that, you know, she knows where her son is and that she want him to surrender himself to us, and you know, to get him back into custody over at the Gwinnett County Jail. She called and told me that, you know, she would bring him up on a Friday, which they did show up. Mr. Bullock came into the office and we sat down and we had a little talk, you know, as far as possibly even rebinding Mr. Bullock back out and find out the reason why Mr. Bullock, you know, missed his court date. I mean, man, come on, you know right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? Either the charges, whatever they're saying, I mean, cool, they were there, whatever, you know, that's all that matters, man. You're showing, you know, that you all want to take care of it.
You need another one?
Nope, that's fine. I'll accept that right there.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
That's what, maybe you don't want to put on.
You ain't no one coming over?
No, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna have. I have to call him. So when he's sitting there all day. On yours or the one that he put down?
The one I just filled out.
All right.
Can't find out if I got a bond, so she won't.
I won't. They probably won't even tell me. The people at booking, they wouldn't know exactly. I don't think.
They would.
You think so?
But I mean, they not tell you, but they would. I know.
There's times when we don't, or we're not successful at catching people outside, and there's times where we have to have people that actually turn themselves into us. They will come directly into the office and surrender themselves. In this case with Mr. Bullock, he was under a lot of pressure and stress. And he willfully came in, you know, on his own powers to surrender himself. And we do have a lot of case files like that at times. But, you know, it is what it is. All right. We're going to be bringing back a Mr. Trenell, last name Bullock. Is that right? Bullock, yes, ma'am. B-U-L-L-O-C-K. No. B as in boy. U-L-L-O-C-K. Trenell. First name Trenell. N-E-L-L. Yes, ma'am. It'll be a B-O-B. Yes, ma'am. $10-24-16. Or actually, yeah, it's either 10-21 or I'm sorry, 10-21-15. I'm sorry. Yes. All right. All right. Thank you.
We met at the office on a Saturday morning, took a trip to Birmingham, 5-hour round trip, back to the office. And on Monday morning, you want to show up at my office and turn yourself in.
Bye-bye. And you still drive the same vehicle?
Yeah.
Jetta?
That's me.
That's you? Okay. So you drive what?
I'm not driving anything right now.
Okay. No Envoy or anything?
It's in New York.
That's in New York, okay.
Yeah.
So, but you're not driving, so no vehicle.
Being sold.
All right. Any other questions, ma'am? That's it?
Well, that's my phone number. So I'm gonna follow you guys over
Okay.
and I'll wait there and see what's gonna happen. You can call me back out on the case. Okay, sure, appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, unfortunately, like I said, you know, under these circumstances, I mean, this is what we have to do because that keeps you from having to pay that $5,700 plus.
But we were dead before.
No, I mean, yeah, but you know, so and this helps us come off the bond because you know sometimes they get it kind of mixed up. Oh, well, you still owe us this money, and we don't because you know, and that's why. It's
So
important.
basically, if I come off, she got to go through the whole process again.
But we already have the paperwork, so that's you know, you don't have to provide any more paperwork. All right.
So what kind of car you driving? I am trying to know this.
It's a tan Suburban.
Don't drive too fast.
All right.
Yeah.
Right out there.
You know that's what a driver, don't you?
Once again,
That's your driver. That's your
Take
driver.
this. Here, Mom,
I
take this.
mean, normally,
Your chauffeur.
Mom, take this.
chauffeur.
All right. You don't have nothing else in your pockets, anything like that.
Here. Here.
Ooh, you might need that to call me upstairs.
All right. All right.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I already got it.